And news that Canberra United got 1-0 up, and Sydney FC, they will definitely be getting word down to them. They certainly need to get that win now if Canberra United are able to hold on, getting that a lead in the first minute of the game. Ante Juric, probably somebody sent him a text really quickly, or one of his assistants probably has a game open. Hodgson, deflected. And for Sydney, hasn't all gone their way as of late. Had some injuries and some players out. Likes of Charlotte McLean, who's still out, expected to be out for a little while longer. Vine. Is it to low to Tobin? Green is playing it forward into the path of Rachel Lowe, but Annalie Grove comes out and collects. Mariska Waldes, she's playing her 50th Liberty A-League game this afternoon. So congratulations to her. Big accomplishment. Vine. Just a bit rugged this game so far. Neither side able to get any control or any real momentum. Waldes. Take a look at that challenge again. Good challenge from Charlie's Rule. She's not afraid to get involved. Holmes plays it out wide. Tries to flick it on, but Nat Tobin reads it really well. Able to get in front of Amelia Murray. Kabini, great bit of footwork, but unable to bring it down for herself. Tobin, bring it up. She's still going. Certainly not what she typically does. Rule. Hawkesby. Back to Rule. Trying to find their way through, but a bit of sloppy play from Charlie's Rule, and you see Fiona Wirtz give the ball away. Rule's able to get on it. Gets able to control it. So Hunter. Princess Beanie's done well to roll off that challenge. She's played it out wide to Courtney Vine, who's a dangerous player, and Mackenzie Hawkesby. Excellent with that header, but never really a threat to the goal of Annalie Grove. Mackenzie Hawkesby, such an important player, as Princess Beanie. She's quick to release Courtney Vine. Typically, you see her flash down the line, but she's had so much space and able to play a really good cross into Hawkesby, but she was unable to get enough power on it. Waldes. Playing it through and unable to really create anything. Adelaide United, and at the start of the season, they really struggled with goals. The goals have come, but the chance of finals is certainly gone. But still a great game, and Courtney Vine's done really well. She's fouled by Waldes. She's probably need to make that challenge, or Courtney Vine was away with that pace that she has. Got another call up for the Matildas during the week. Strong challenge from her, from Mariska Waldes, sorry. Della Hart. Hunter's done well. Out wide to Vine. Just goes to the line. Tries to cut back in, but good defensive work by Emily Hodgson. And as always, Mackenzie Hawkesby taking the set pieces. She's become really, really great at them in the last couple of seasons. They're always a threat, Sydney FC, from corners and free kicks. Hawkesby, deep, misses everybody, and it falls to the back for Jenna McCormick. She's trying to release Adelaide United. There's no one there. Take a look at that. Everyone just seems to get stuck under, especially Charlie's Rule, who's a very tall player. Somebody would love to target those kind of opportunities, and you see the Sydney FC fans. Holmes. Bowler. Ball's absolutely swamped. You can see from Sydney FC already the intent to get forward, and Charlie Rule just let that pass roll too far off her foot. And Amelia Murray's opportunity to break forward, and she takes a shot, and quite a bit of an acrobatic save from Jada Wyman. But we see the threat of the likes of Amelia Murray. Played beautifully through from Holmes. Amelia Murray split the two defenders. Jada Wyman forced to put it over just to be sure. Sasaki to take the corner. You can hear the noise from the Sydney FC fans really getting involved in this game, trying to cheer their side on. Sasaki plays it short, and it never really was a threat, stayed out the whole time. Wyman wanting to get them underway quickly, and you see those FC fans, they'll be making lots of noise the whole game and cheering the side on. Holmes. Walters. Sasaki back to Walters. That ball's gone out of play before is able to reach Emily Hodgson. Fine. Hunter. Was flicked on into space, and there's no Sydney FC player able to get to that. As we see, ball's given away again, and Amelia Murray tries to split the defenders for Fiona Wirtz, and she's able to get it. Back to Wirtz. Trying to find an in, and that pass was too far out of reach for Amelia Murray. But you can see already the threat of Adelaide United when they go forward. They are just lacking the final pass, but they've got players who can create a bit of magic. Well, it's a fine Murray, but it was too much on the ball in the end. Tobin, as always, the captain of this side. Lead by example and go after every contest. Vine, got Hawkesby. Dorosky to play forward and quickly. Got Hawkesby in support, but she ignores her. Keep going, and finally plays it back to Hawkesby. Pass wasn't great, but it's fine. Found Charlie's Rule, and she's unable to do anything with it. Sasaki. Holmes. And it's given away. And you see first touch for Indiana Dos Santos, and probably feel great for her to get a pass on off her boot. Tobin. Too much on that pass, but it's found Mackenzie Hawkesby. He's able to flick on and release Courtney Vine, who's got heaps of space in front of her, and she tries to play it to Rachel Lowe, and Anna Lee Grove read it well and got off her line quickly. See Lowe. This has been a dangerous threat while Madison Haley, who started the seasons off so well, has been off injured, and Adelaide able to break here as Amelia Murray's got the ball. Got no real options in front of her, so it's just a one-on-one contest between her and Anna Green. To Murray, and offside. So Jada Wyman. And such a vocal player from the goals, Jada Wyman. Princess Abini looking again to release Courtney Vine, who's got space as always. Plays it through to Hawkesby, and great bit of goalkeeping from Annalee Grove. She's very alert to that opportunity, that connection between Vine and Hawkesby. Dangerous. Hawkesby always looking to make the run in after she usually makes the release pass. Hawkesby. Grove read it well. Take a look at that opportunity for Sydney FC. Courtney Vine played it early and quick, and a great bit of skill for Hawkesby and Grove. Waters, McCormick. Adelaide United will want to slow this game down and play it at their own tempo. For Sydney FC, they want to get the lead as soon as possible and save their legs. Got a game midweek as Vine releases Hawkesby. To make a U-turn. Hunter. That Tobin has made her way really far forward and goes for an attempt. And Rachel Lowe's still on it. Rachel Lowe, and easy as you like for Rachel Lowe, who got the first goal for Sydney FC. Came out of absolutely nothing. Adelaide United defence just stopped moving. And that's what Ante Juric would have wanted from his side, to be alert in this game as they make their charge for the top spot. Great. Don't know if it was particularly fantastic, but just Rachel Lowe being alert to the game and a simple tap-in. Now Tobin charging forward. Don't know if she's going for the shot, and Indiana Dos Santos, I don't know if she gets the assist for that, but if I was her, I'd probably be replaying that. An assist in your first start. Rachel Lowe, easy as you like. And Adelaide United found themselves in this position last week. They managed to get back to a 2-2 draw, but not. This is not the side you want to be down against, as Princess Abini's forced back to defensive position, and that ball's fallen, and Jada Wyman again making a big save from a shot of Dylan Holmes. CNFC getting a little bit sloppy. Jada Wyman forced to make 2 saves already in this game. Savini making her way back and just wasn't alert to the players around her. Saki, let's take the corner, second corner of the game for Adelaide United. Played short, and Princess Abini is able to deal with it and clear it out. It's fallen back to Sasaki, sends it in. Opportunity, that ball's fallen to Fiona Wirtz, and just too far in front of Katie Bowler. But another warning sign for Sydney FC defence. The ball Ball's played out wide to Wirtz. Tried to get her teammate involved, and just too high and too far forward. Hunter, flick it back. Hawkesby, and it's fallen for Mackenzie Hawkesby. He's going to set Courtney Vine off. And she's slowed down. Back to Hawkesby. To Vine, who's found Hawkesby, who's made her way out wide. That ball's going out for another corner, but we're seeing already in this game, that connection between Mackenzie Hawkesby and Courtney Vine. So really important plays for Ante Jurich's side. Played into a dangerous area. Charlie's rules able to get a head on it, and Princess Abedi unable to get that deflection and make it 2-0. Charlie's rule got ahead to it, and Annalie Grove did well enough to stop Princess Abedi. Hawkesby again, he's playing it through the ground this time, and it's just fallen out the reach as Hunter takes a shot, and Grove got two hands on that. Sydney FC on the charge, and that ball's released really quickly for Fiona Wirtz, but too far forward. Different type of corner in this game. We haven't seen it. Sarah Hunter not afraid to take a shot. Rule to Hawkesby. To Hunter, who's trying to release Abedi. Abedi keeps the ball and unable to find a sky blue shirt, but the ball's deflected for her, and she's found her way onto this right-hand side, and at least a fellow winger, Courtney Vine. That pass was not what she's after, but Mackenzie Hawkesby hungry to it. Vine, big challenge from Hodgson. It's given straight back to Sydney FC. We're on the charge. Given back to Adelaide. Bowler. Waldus. Back to Grove. Adelaide United needing a passage of calm. Sydney FC are absolutely ready for this contest. Minor premiership. It's been mentioned by lots of the players about how important it is. No side has ever been able to do that, and for Ante Jurich, first coach who will have done that. But obviously, they want that big prize at the end of the year, but this would be a nice reward for the season. That minor premiership. Aldous, McCormick. Ball's fallen out wide. A lot of blue shirts in there. Adelaide United finding it difficult to penetrate the Sydney FC defence. Holmes to McCormick. Don't know if you'd particularly want Dawn Holmes in such a defensive position. She's so lively going forward. McCormick. Holmes. Aldous to Holmes, and Sydney FC are sensing the indecisiveness of Adelaide and really trying to press them. Ball's found its way to more red shirts, but they give it away. Walters tries to get the ball of Ante Juric, who's... I don't know if he's... there's a sort of sharing rule that he's broken with that handball. Vine. Sloppy pass from her. Sasaki. Slick bit of footwork. Princess Abini's done well to get some pressure. Dos Santos. The ball's flicked on into the path of Abini, who's got some pace to burn. Abini, the ball's rolled out. And Abini can't believe it's not been awarded a corner. Player, you don't want to get one step behind because she will burn you with her pace. And on the other side as well, Courtney Vine, absolute pace for days at Sydney FC. Wonder who's winning that race between those two. Bella Harp, Hawkesby, Tobin. It's done well to clear up. Make sure pressure isn't more than it needs to be. Hawkesby, Lisa's Vine. Courtney Vine cuts in, but she's gone back out. Great bit of play from her. And Annalie Grove has needed to pull out a big save as that ball was deflected her way. That bit of fancy footwork from Courtney Vine, cutting in and then back out. And Emily Hodgson in a spin cycle. Lost, and she's certainly been one of the most lively players to start this game. Hawkesby. Ball's played deep. Crowding Annalie Grove and Rachel Lowe going for that shot attempt. So many red shirts in the way. Hawkesby, take a look at that again. Annalie Grove did well. She was getting crowded out by her own players. Ball rolls out. Waldus. Great work from Charlie's Rule. Low, unable to control it and get that pass out to Vine. Now Tobin trying to release Princess Abini, and she certainly does. Got Hodgson. It's fallen to Hunter. Rule. Vine. That's a Rule who's taken up a really good position. He's played it out to Hawkesby, to Hunter. Back to Hawkesby. The way Sydney FC are working the ball at the moment, doing really, really well to force Adelaide United really deep. Dos Santos. Hunter. To Lowe. Done well to turn in, but she goes to Vine. Trying to find the run of Mackenzie Hawkesby, but also found Rachel Lowe. Hunter going for a wild attempt. Probably what they wanted after that bit of a passage of play. Sydney FC, certainly the more threatening of the sides, and the total shots certainly show it. 9 shots to 2 so far in this game, but those 2 shots from Adelaide have forced saves from Jada Wyman. Hunter trying to play low through, and she did look offside, and Vine bursting through. She's played that ball beautifully forward for herself. Courtney Vine, and too much on that follow-up touch. And Annalie Grove and the Adelaide United defence got away with another one. McCormick. Look at that burst of speed from her. She knocks it forward, and she knows she'll get it. Just too heavy with that touch. And as Hawkesby tries to release low, started in an offside position. Will not be an easy afternoon for Adelaide United. 25 minutes in. This game has not gone their way, but they have done well to only keep it to be 1-0 down so far in this game. It certainly could be a lot more. Hodgson. Tobin. Vine. Just done well to keep it in and lay it off to Hunter. Tobin. Hawkesby. To Tobin. And Mackenzie Hawkesby's been certainly lively in this game. That ball's released beautifully for Princess Abini. Princess Abini's got support in the help. Likes of Rachel Lowe and Vine. Courtney Vine taking a shot and blocked that attempt and uses her pace to get it back. Low, too far forward. She only manages to knock it back to Annalee Grove. Big tackle from Anna Green. Referee Rachel Mitchison says it was a bit too late on Amelia Murray. Have a look at the speed from Courtney Vine. That pass, it was just too much on her. Lowe did well to keep it in, but there's nobody making that near post run to stop Annalee Grove from getting that. And Sydney FC fans are absolutely loving the game. Loving the performance so far as Amelia Murray. Strong challenge on her earlier. Bowler. So words back to Bowler. She's done well. Bowler cuts it back and Dos Santos cleared it from the hands of Wyman. Vine almost had that spin working again. Second time she's caught Emily Hodgson in that spin cycle. Keeps it in for Vine. Tried to play it through to Hawkesby, unable to do so. Walter's got herself in a little bit of trouble. Probably best to knock it out, and that's what she does. Rule. Hawkesby back to Rule. And Vine's done well to slip through. Back to Rule, and first touch a little bit heavy. Ball's given away. Hawkesby. Beanie's calling for it. Shut the far post, and the ball didn't have enough lift. Murray. Ball's given away again to CFC Adelaide United. Cannot get out of their own way. Low. Green. To Low. To Beanie. Vine is always out wide. Ball back to Hawkesby. Adelaide United cannot clear their lines. Fiona Worth comes clattering in, and Holmes is charging forward. Slips it through for Bowler, and now Tobin says we're going to slow it down. Emily Hodgson take the throw in. Mackenzie Hawkesby's just knocked Sasaki to the ground, and referee says too much on that challenge, and Hawkesby unhappy with it. But that Sydney FC midfielder absolutely feasting in this game and going for the first, the second and the third efforts. See how important this game is to them. Slip through to Jada Wyman. There was never really anything on the ball. And not the clearance she would have liked, and Hunter's found Dylan Holmes. there. And Dylan Holmes is also on a bit of a yellow card watch. If she does get a yellow card this afternoon, she won't be available to play in their game next weekend. Be a big loss for Adelaide United as they close out the season. Saki plays it out wide to Isabel Hodgson, who plays it in, and Nat Tobin, easy as you like to clear out. And Sydney FC have an opportunity to break. Low in the middle, the ball's picked off by Sasaki. This is to come and collect and rule. Dos Santos. Hunter plays that number 6 role so well. Clears everything up, and even if she's to miss it, we've got the likes of Nat Tobin in the defence. And there she is, Nat Tobin. Ball finds its way to Mackenzie Hawkesby. Green crosses it in, but she's certainly fouled in the process, and that ball is coming back. She's absolutely taken out by Amelia Murray, who gets a yellow card. And hopefully Anna Green is okay to continue in this game. It did look like a really strong challenge. It looked quite late, though, as we take a look at it. She had cleared it, and Murray comes and collects her standing foot. Hopefully she is able to continue, but they do have Kirsty Fenton on the bench. She isn't able to, and she absolutely clatters into her. And confirmation of that yellow card for Amelia Murray. Goal scorer last week to get Adelaide United the draw, and Anna Green she looks like she's going to be okay to continue. She's done well coming into this squad, playing some really good minutes for them, and it's been solid for them defensively. Probably has been going forward, getting the goals they need. Hawkesby on a set piece once again. So middle of the pack, and got Courtney Vine there, but the ball can't reach her. Charlie's Rule tries to do some acrobatic work and unable to do so, and that attempt from Abini was never really going to threaten, and a goal kick for Adelaide United. Just fallen to Charlie's Rule as Adelaide United players stop running forward, and Rachel Lowe in an offside position. Adelaide did pull out a really nice save after the shot, but didn't need to. Good ball in from Rule, but Adelaide United defence had stepped up in the right moment. I was just caught in an offside position. McCormick. Wirtz. Walders. Out wide. Here to Hodgson, who's trying to release run of bowler, and good defensive work from Deborah Ann Delahaye. Fallen to Holmes, who's going for an attempt, and she's just sliced across that, couldn't get her foot wrapped around the ball. Tobin Seen her do a couple of these charging runs forward. That one just didn't work out with that pass at the end. Sasaki. Hodgson to Walters. She's probably got the most touches so far in this game for Adelaide United. Mariska Walters on her 50th appearance in the competition. Murray tried to spin and spun into the path of Nat Tobin. "36 minutes into this game, and all that separates the two sides is that goal from Rachel Lowe. Adrian Stenser, probably lots on his mind, not just this game, but this season hasn't gone the way many would have expected, with Adelaide United having such a strong season last year, breaking that finals drought, and obviously didn't get the results they were after in the finals, but for the club it was such an achievement, and this season just hasn't worked out. Bowler in trouble, and Vines able to win the ball back. We've seen some really good defensive work from Courtney Vine in this game. Something we're typically used to from her. You know how dangerous she is as an attacking threat. As you see Anna Green making a run. Abini to Hawkesby. Tobin. Ball's cut out by Adelaide United. They've got an opportunity to go forward here with the run of Amelia Murray, but Sarah Hunter's done well to get herself in between Murray and the ball. Lyman forward. Don't know if the drummer for the Sydney FC fans, does he ever stop, or is there like a rotation system going with that fan group? So Adelaide United make their way forward. Amelia Murray's got space. She takes a shot, and Jada Wyman, her third save of the game. As always, she tips it over the bar. Murray wanting to score twice in 2 games and forced a decent save from Jana Wyman. All shots they've had in this game have been on target. 3 of them so far. Sasaki deep to the back post, and Jenna McCormick unable to get anything on her, but just skids out for a goal kick. Unable to get anything on. It was too much as Lowe unable to control that ball forward, and but Abini's found the attempted clearance from Adelaide United. Abini got DeSantos in the middle to support her. Abini just a bit of a nutmeg and cleared away by Isabella Hodgson and gone out for a goal kick. Run from Abini. Nutmeg Misha Westland. Hunter. Hawkesby from a long-range effort, but too much on it. And always over the crossbar. Still 1-0 in the other game between Western United and Canberra United. Canberra United leading 1-0. Perfect position for Sydney FC at the moment. And also for Canberra United. They've got their own top 4 ambitions. Saki. Grove. And straight to the path of Anna Green, and her head has gone back to ladies in red. Matt Tobin with her red boots has lost possession, and Amelia Murray's got space up ahead of her. Got Dylan Holmes and Fiona Wirtz. Amelia Murray taking that effort and just getting the side netting. Sloppy from the Sydney FC defence. First shot from Adelaide. Amelia Murray charging forward. Scored last week. Took that step inwards and lost the defender. First shot from Adelaide that wasn't on target. Probably their most dangerous attempt. Green. Grove. Hunter. Such a smart player in the number 6 role. Sarah Hunter. Della Hart. Giving the ball away. Ill-advised flick on from Dylan Holmes. Probably would have been better off to control pass. Dos Santos. First gamer. Hunter. Knocked it forward for the path of Abini. Done well and tried to get Rachel Lowe involved, but always too much on that ball. And not too long left in this opening half. And Sydney FC make their charge for the minor premiership. I'd say Urich's side taking the right steps so far in this game, leading 1-0. They've also dominated the first half of play. Adelaide United certainly have had opportunities, but for the majority of it, likes of Courtney Vine, Mackenzie Hawkesby, and goal scorer Rachel Lowe have been causing all sorts of trouble for the Adelaide United defence. Waters. Hodgson, and see the burst and speed of Courtney Vine to come back and get it defensively. Bowler tried to flick it on, and Charlie's Rule and Courtney Vine just sandwiched her and given away a free kick. Hawkesby and Hunter in the wall. I wouldn't say it's the tallest wall you'll see in the competition as Anna Green joins them. That's a bit of height, and we're all facing forward and always brave to be in the wall. Don't know if Sasaki's going to go for a shot attempt as we see her. She sets up her side, and Jada Wyman's done well to knock it out of play. Getting word that it's 2 minutes left in this opening half. 2 minutes of additional time. Sorry, as Jada Wyman misses the ball. She tries to flick it back to herself. Giving the ball away to Sasaki. She's charging forward. She's done well to stop on a dime. Murray up against Green, and she's beaten Green. Murray lays it off. Good attempt from Bowler and deflected out. And Dos Santos getting involved in the challenges as well in her starting debut. Fourth official, Kayla Ryan, just confirming those 2 minutes left on. Tobin to clear. Good for Ante Urich's side to head into half-time with a 1-0 lead. Lowe lays it off for Hawkesby. He's got Vine, who's held her run beautifully. Courtney Vine, and Annalie Grove has done really well to get out in a timely manner. Dos Santos, Abini. And he's done well to split the two Adelaide United players. She releases her fellow winger, Courtney Vine, who's trying to find the run of Mackenzie Hawkesby, and that ball's too far in front of her. Albini did well to release Vine, and Vine wanted to repay that favour to Mackenzie Hawkesby, and just too far ahead of her. Hawkesy's probably done that for Courtney Vine a couple of times. Annalie Grove getting herself in a little bit of trouble as Rachel Lowe's chasing her down. Lucky for her, lucky for Annalie Grove, that ball's gone out for a goal kick. I don't know why she got herself in so much trouble there. McCormick. It was given away to Lowe. U-turn to Abini. Hunter. Vine to Abini. Done well by Sasaki. And at half-time here at Jubilee Stadium, Sydney FC go in 1-0 leaders, and they're getting closer and closer to clinching the premiership. Sydney FC 1, Adelaide United 0. That Rachel Lowe goal is the only thing that separates the two teams, but Sydney FC being so dominant in this opening half, and Adrian Stenzel will be opening for a better performance from his side in the second half, and we'll be back. And Rachel Lowe, goal scorer this game, and Sydney FC dominating the total shots with 13 to Adelaide United 6. But Adelaide United have got 3 of their 6 on target so far in this game. They have had opportunities, but Sydney FC dominating all the major areas, and they've got that all-important goal that will be really, really important for them. And take a break here, and we'll be back for the second half of action between Sydney FC and Adelaide United.
to celebrate the arrival of the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand in 2023, Sydney FC is hosting a female football festival for junior girls in the Easter school holidays. The fun-filled senior-side competition takes place in Canberra, so put together your team for a fun trip away. Search sydneyfc.com/female festival for more information. Do you have a football mad daughter? Check out our girls only holiday clinics. These holiday clinics are perfect for welcoming the school group in an encouraging environment. For learn more at sydneyfc.com/girls only.
Welcome back here at Jubilee Stadium, and the rain has come after that halftime break, and Sydney FC absolutely loving the game so far. 1-0 up, courtesy of a Rachel Lowe goal, and Adelaide United will definitely need to pick up their performance. They're going to get their second win against Sydney FC this season, and the fans are having to hide, and the umbrellas are out. Jada Wyman had a few things to do, but not as much as Annalee Grove and Mackenzie Hawkesby. We take a look at this goal. Nat Tobin made her way really far forward and deflected off the starting debutant Isabel Dos Santos, and Rachel Lowe, probably the easiest goal she'll ever score in the competition. With that ball movement from Sydney FC, and that pass and deflection, and a simple side swipe from Rachel Lowe. Annalee Grove had really no chance as Rachel Lowe went forward, and with Canberra United up 1-0 against Western United down in Melbourne, Sydney FC, all things are going in their favour in their quest and hunt for their three-peat of minor premierships. They are obviously looking for the big trophy this season. They missed out in the last two seasons against Melbourne Victory, but Rachel Lowe, the goal scorer, getting her fourth goal of the season. Hunter. Lowe on the ball, goal scorer. Isabella Dos Santos has done well there to break away from those two red shirts. Vine crosses it across, and Annalee Grove forced to punch it away, and it's going to fall nicely for Abini. Just tried to lay it into the path of Lowe, and it's just a bit too short. Hunter, it's Green. Hawkesby is passes gone away from her. And now the rain will be different, additional factor. The pace of Sydney FC, that ball will be quick off the ground, and if they are able to get their steps in order, once Princess Abini comes through the back of Amelia Murray, who is on a yellow card, only card of the game so far. If Sydney FC are able to get everything working for them, they'll be able to use the pace of the ground and probably put a few more in the back of the net, and would like to, you'd assume that Ante Juric would like to bring on the likes of Madison Haley, who we haven't seen in a little while following her injury. Like to bring her on, get her some minutes before they make their way into finals. And Adrian Stenter, the rain is probably not helping his mood, and so he tries to do some kickabouts, and I think the kickabout's not working. That probably won't help his mood either. Tobin read it well, plays it to Hawkesby, who flicks it on to the charging run of Courtney Vine, who's gone a little bit too early. But you can see she's wanting to get in behind that Adelaide defence, who are trying a high line. She's not happy. Charging run forward is Charlie's Rule is absolutely clattered by Hodgson. Charlie's Rule and Nat Tobin going with the red boots today. Bold choice. Hawkesby. Cut out before it could reach Vine. Rule. So Vine has tried to flick it on to Isabella Dos Santos. Indiana, sorry. Tobin. Run from Bowler. It's beaten Rule, and the ball's also beaten her. Jada Wyman. Missed a few games this season, but when she has been in goals for Sydney FC, she's been ever reliable with her play. As Hunter flicks it onto Vine, who's able to get it under control and into her path, and she's got Lowe sitting back, and that ball's flicked on into the path of Lowe and can't reach her. Hawkesby. Back to Lowe, he takes a shot, and Annalie Grove is forced to make a save. Annalie Grove had to make a couple of saves so far this afternoon, only beaten once. Hawkesby, good pass into Lowe, he's taken it really well, let it come off her chest, and just didn't have the pace to beat Grove at her near post. Hawkesby is sent it straight to Grove, and it's still bubbling around. It's fallen for Rule, and it's gone over the crossbar. McCormick. Westland. Back to McCormick. Wirtz. Was trying to play through to Amelia Murray. Charlie's Rules left it for Vine, who's picked it up. Hawkesby was bouncer playing Rachel Lowe, and once again found herself offside. Rachel Lowe might be the leading goal scorer of a single game if she could just hold her run for a few more seconds. She's been in a really dangerous position so far in this game, but gone a fraction too early on a few occasions. Four offsides to Adelaide. Adelaide's one. You can see how eager the Sydney FC team is, and that ball's given away to Lowe in a dangerous position. She's managed to keep the balls, found a Beanie. Opportunity for a Beanie, who's just, that ball's deflected by Annalee Grove. You wonder if a Beanie took it first time, would it be 2-0? But Grove did well, was alert to that opportunity. Rachel Lowe set a Beanie up nicely. That ball was curling to the bottom corner. A really good stretch and reach from Annalee Grove to keep it 1-0, keep her side in this game. Ball's played deep and charging run at the back post by Nat Tobin, but Annalee Grove knocked it out of play. In another corner for Sydney FC. Trying to mount the pressure early on in this second half and put this game out of reach. And still hear the Sydney FC fans going on. Ball's played deep to Nat Tobin. And infringements happen. A big game for Annalee Grove so far. She's had lots to do, being the busier of the two keepers. Under pressure, this Adelaide defence already. Rule to Hunter. Fine. Was given away to Bowler. Baldus. Played forward into the path of Dylan Holmes. He's got Amelia Murray charging forward. He's calling for him. That pass is not what Amelia Murray was calling for. Sydney FC fans are making their voices heard. The drummer has just quieted up just for a bit. Maybe they are doing a drummer rotation. And the drums are back. They found some shade, but the music is still going. Cove following Sydney FC girls all throughout the season. Murray. Hunter. Not looking particularly impressed at the moment, Adrian Stenter. He is a Rafael Nadal fan, so we'll be hoping his girls can have some of his fight in this game. And as that ball's played through, and a good flick on by Waldus. It's just too far wide of the goal. But Adrian Stenter will be certainly looking for some of that Rafael Nadal fight for his team. And they got themselves a 2-2 draw last week. They get themselves a point or get a win. Be an impressive result for his team and a morale boost as they close out the season. Dos Santos losing out. Murray, and that ball's just gone under her foot. Murray tried to release Wirtz, and Nat Tobin is always in the way. Jenna McCormick under pressure from Rachel Lowe. But she finds a keeper who's able to clear it, but ball's bobbling around. Diana Dos Santos. Abini. That's a lay forward for herself, and she's done really well. It's got Hawkesby, and she's released Hawkesby. Mackenzie Hawkesby, and a big challenge from Jenna McCormick, who read the play extremely well, got in early. Another opportunity for Sydney FC with the corner. Beanie did really well to play it for her and with the speed, and I think Mackenzie Hawkesby made a business decision and let that ball go out for a corner. Another deep corner, and Annalie Grove, their outstretched arms, able to get it and trying to release her team quickly. Wirtz up against Dos Santos. Wirtz still got possession and able to slow it down to wait for some teammates, and she's got them arriving. Sasaki too far with that pass for Misha Westland, but she's able to get it back. Misha Westland. She's got Murray out wide. She uses her. Murray against Green, and Murray's just shown too much of the ball to Green, and they've gotten a tussle there. Westland crosses it back and taking a deflection off Anna Green for an Adelaide United corner. As Annalie Grove did really well to come and collect that ball. Sasaki to take the corner. Short. Jada Wyman came out to get it. Adelaide done well to avoid a Courtney Vine run, and Jada Wyman surrounded by red shirts, and she's done well. Good corner from Saki, putting Jada Wyman under pressure. On red shirt surrounding her. Was trying to play it into the path of Bowler. Sydney FC always read it well. Charlie's Rule winning that contest. Adelaide United getting just a few moments there of consecutive attacks, but Sydney FC are able to clear it out. Abini. And, lost possession to Isabel Hodgson. Sasaki. Walders. Walders under pressure. Was able to clear it, but straight to the Sky Blues. Comes up. Opportunity for Dylan Holmes to release Amelia Murray, and Amelia Murray's got the ball. And Anna Green's done well to come from the other side. Stop that bit of play. But Adelaide United probably enjoying the most amount of consecutive pressure they've had in this game. Bowler. Lost possession again, Adelaide, but win it back. Holmes. Given straight back to Nat Tobin, who's always lurking. She releases Vine. Now she tries to release low. Is been essentially the story of the game. She is offside. She's always wanting to get on the score sheet, Rachel Lowe, but you'd imagine in the off-season she's able just to work on her timing. She'll be really dangerous next season. Rachel Lowe is... That ball came a little bit too quickly from Mackenzie Hawkesby. She couldn't get herself back in an onside position. Waldes playing it out wide and unable to control that pass. Sydney FC, and Hawkesby's managed to find that loose ball as she tries to release Abini, and that Isabel Hodgson was unable to control that bobbling pass. Has cleared it for a Sydney FC corner. See Hawkesby did well to track back and get the ball. And Aldous, Isabel Hodgson was played short to Tobin and cleared out by ladies in red. Hunter. It's the path of Vine, and it's fallen to Nat Tobin, who's done well. Still Nat Tobin. Dos Santos has done well in her first game starting. Abini. Abini's cut back inside. Abini's taken the shot, and Annalie Grove saw it the whole way through and able to make a comfortable save. Abini did well to cut back inside. Probably couldn't get the height and power she needed to really threaten the goal of Annalie Grove. Was won back by Hodgson. Given away, and Rachel Lowe was lurking. She's got Hawkesby in the middle, tried to play it through to her, and McCormick was always there. Green to Hawkesby's found herself in some space, trying to play Courtney Vine through, and a last-ditch sliding effort from Waldes. And a free kick awarded to Sydney FC from that previous tackle from Amelia Murray, who is on a yellow card for a challenge on Anna Green, actually. Green been not only doing well defensively this afternoon, has done well going forward and providing a bit of a outlet for the Sydney FC team. And Kenzie Hawkesby to take this free kick. It's the path of Courtney Vine, who gets up for it, but bubbles around in Isabel. Indiana Dos Santos just knocked that deflection just above the crossbar. But wouldn't it be nice for her to get a goal this afternoon? Annalie Grove just collided with Vine. She's had to stare back at her goal and hope it didn't end up in the back of the net. Holmes. Hodgson. Low. Got Hawkesby making a run, but she's held the ball for too long and was able to be collected by Misha Westland. Fine. First time we've really seen her, and that ball's going out for another Sydney FC corner. And some news will probably be trickling down to Jubilee Stadium. Canberra United have extended their lead over league leaders Western United, making it 2-0. So Sydney FC, the chance of finishing premiers is looking more and more likely. With that result, they will need to win their other two games as that ball goes out for another Sydney FC corner. They will need to win their last two games. They can't go top of the table this afternoon, but they can do it in the midweek if they are able to hold out and get the win here. Nat Tobin taking a shot, and Nat Tobin makes it 2-0. That ball was bubbling around, and a really important captain's goal from Nat Tobin to make it 2-0. And that's exactly what Ante Juric would have wanted from his side at half-time. You take a look at Mackenzie Hawkesby's free kick, and it was bobbling around, and there was Nat Tobin, and she absolutely got it perfect. And Annalie Grove could do absolutely nothing about it. An excellent finish from a defender, but that's what captains do when their team needs a goal. And get them pumped up. There they are. Ball's played forward into the path of Hawkesby. Tries to turn afterburners on, but was always too far out of her reach. McCormick. And Green's done well, and 2-0 is also really important for the goal difference as well in the competition. Sasaki. Sydney FC at the moment, as Amelia Murray is fouled. Sydney FC got a better goal difference than Western United as it sits right now, with we've got 3 goals up on them, so only 2 points to separate those two teams. Sasaki plays it close to the wall, and low. Dawn Holmes unable to control that pass, and Hunter tries to release Mackenzie Hawkesby, who's found Courtney Vine. She's done well to cut back. Vine on the ball, got Hawkesby in support, lays it off to her. Mackenzie Hawkesby still waiting for some support. To Santos. Santos still going forward, found low to Vine. Courtney Vine, and always too much on that strike. Always too much on it, but maybe a little bit of indecision there from Sydney FC girls. And Santos did really well to find low with that pass, the outside of her boot. Absolutely dominating the total shots. Sydney FC with 22 to Adelaide United's 8. It's been an absolute domination of this game. Controlled almost every minute of it. Adelaide United was certainly had opportunities in the first half, forced some saves from Jada Wyman, but they were relatively comfortable saves in the end. They had a little burst here in the second half, but Sydney FC, when it's mattered most, have been clinical. And Rachel Lowe and Nat Tobin, as that ball's played out to Courtney Vine, who stayed onside. She's got her pace to use. She tried to lay it off to Mackenzie Hawkesby, but didn't get the connection. Murray has done well and forced Rule to slip over, but Dos Santos has got a boot to it, and Nat Tobin's able to clean it up. Dos Santos, really impressive showing from the young girl, only 17. Abini laid it off to Hawkesby, and looks like an offside flag. Sydney FC fans are not liking that decision at all. Mackenzie Hawkesby's been an absolute runner. Would love to know the kilometres she's got this afternoon, because I wouldn't be surprised if it's the most on the park. Roller to Sasaki. Hodgson, Murray, and played it straight to Dos Santos. Dos Santos got space ahead of her, and she put too much on, and I think she was maybe slightly thrown off by the run or the movement of Vine and Lowe. Sasaki. Bowler. Back to Sasaki. Aldous. McCormick. And there's Dos Santos again. She's always finding herself in the right position, and played to Dylan Holmes, was unable to control it, but Adelaide United retained possession through Katie Bowler, who couldn't get the connection she needed and to make it a good delivery. But she's got the ball back, another opportunity for Adelaide. Sasaki. Tricky little pass from her to Amelia Murray. Didn't quite work out as Deborah Hand fell up. Clears it away. And a substitution for Sydney SC, as we see Madison Haley make her return to the squad. And the team is Rachel Lowe, the goal scorer, who opened the scoring this afternoon, come off. Madison Haley was absolutely in red-hot form when she was starting essentially every single game. And, she scored 7 goals so far this season. Not a bad account for herself in her first season in the competition. See her on the ball, and there she goes, Madison Haley, using that speed, and has found Hawkesby with that pass, and Sarah Hunter's done well, and she's taken out. Want to get play quickly, Sydney FC. Charlie's Rule into the path of Madison Haley, and that ball skidded off her. It'd be nice for her to score on her return to the team. Must be nice for Ante Urich to have the likes of Princess Abini, Courtney Vine, and Madison Haley, and Rachel Lowe. And Courtney Vine's managed to win the ball back. Courtney Vine one-on-one with Annalie Grove, and Annalie Grove did really well. You'd expect Vine to finish that opportunity, but Annalie Grove was up to the test. Did really well, Vine, to read that pass coming, and she just wanted to slot it in and to the near post, but maybe she would have been better off going with some more power. And Hawkesby, as easy as you like for Adelaide Grove, and things seem to be going all Sydney's way this afternoon as Canberra United have made it 3-0 against Western United. So long as Sydney FC are able to win all their remaining games, starting with today, they will be premiers, or minor premiers. Katie Bowler was played out wide to Hodgson. She's trying to play to the run of Amelia Murray, and Deborah Delaharp did really well to get a boot out there, and that follow-up effort from Bowler wasn't what Adelaide United would have requested. And a substitution for Adelaide United as we see Mindy Barbieri come on for Katie Bowler. That was her last action of the game. Barbieri did start last week. She made her way to the bench. Lively player from Victoria. Applies her trade in the NPL down there. Dos Santos, good bit of footwork from her, and she tries to release Madison Haley, and that ball stayed in, and Madison Haley's got speed and time in front of her. Madison Haley still going, cuts it across, and it's found its way to Vine, who's couldn't get the connection. Murray for Sasaki. Barbieri. Adelaide United got away with one there as Madison Haley was charging forward. Thought McCormick had done enough, and she flicked it back, and Courtney Vine almost made it 3-0. Ooh. Wyman. Had a quiet second half. Jana Wyman hasn't had much to do. Nat Tobin, she's been a little bit busier. Scored a goal. Haley has flicked it on forward for Abini. Really smart bit of play from her. Abini. Princess Abini still going. Cuts it across to Mackenzie Hawkesby. And easy as you like, and that is the full stop that Sydney FC were after. And it's cool, calm and collected Mackenzie Hawkesby, who has been absolutely working all afternoon. She gets a goal for all her effort. And a beautiful flick on by Madison Haley to start the play. And Princess Abini did well to find Hawkesby, who all the red shirts had left standing on an island by herself. He did really well to just buy time and drew all the Adelaide shirts to her. Great bit of skill and play from Sydney FC to get their third goal, and a nice calm celebration from Mackenzie Hawkesby. Don't know what you call that. Do you call it a downward fist pump? Like what is it called? But it works. Might be an exclamation point. Maybe that's what they call it. Hawkesby. That ball's found Courtney Vine. He's tried to flick it on, and just wide of the goal. She's still searching for a goal. So just finish off what's been a really good afternoon for her. Good performance. And even though Sydney FC are up 3-0, they're searching for more and more goals as a Beanies. And what an absolute domination with 26 shots on goal to Adelaide's 8 as Kirsty Fenton, she's also making her return to the team. And as we see, Courtney Vine come off, unable to get her goal, but she's been really lively and important for the Sydney FC attack, who are trying to get into their best form possible as they charge for finals. Tobin. As we just confirmation that Ella Tonkin has come on. And Ella Tonkin came on for Marco Sasaki. 8 minutes left in this game. The rain has been with us all the second half, but it hasn't affected Sydney FC at all. They've been so incredibly dominant. One of their best performances of the season. Obviously, they had that big win against Melbourne Victory, but this has been absolutely clinical performance, and might clear the clean sheet as Mackenzie Hawkesby is on her way, but it did look like she had gone slightly early. Hawkesby can't believe it. So this close. Tobin still keeping the ball in. Nat Tobin charging forward. She's not usually this far forward as she plays it through. Madison Haley, follow-up effort, but straight to the hands of Annalee Grove. Walders. Westland. Cut out by Charlie's Rule. Sleeping, and while she was leaping, Amelia Murray stole the ball from her feet. Hawkesby laying it off into the path of Kirsty Fenton, just trying to feed it through to Abini, but once again, Annalee Grove, even though it's been a disappointing performance from Adelaide United, you'd have to say that Annalee Grove has certainly not been the reason they are down 3-0. She's probably helped them to keep the score down this afternoon, as Dos Santos has done really well to keep possession of the ball. Looked like she was fouled there, but referee says nothing there. Tobin done well to slide in. Hawkesby to Haley. Rule played it through to Hawkesby, who looked like she was fouled by Tonkin, but nothing there. And looks like we're about to have another substitution.
Substitution for Adelaide United, replacing number 6, Jenna McCormick, is number 28, Chrissy Diaz.
As Jenna McCormick comes off for Chrissy Diaz. As we take a look at all three goals, Mackenzie Hawkesby starting it off. As Nat Tobin played Nat Tobin through, and the deflection off Dos Santos, and Rachel Lowe was right there, and the easiest goal she'll ever score. And the second by captain Nat Tobin, ball's bobbling around and got her foot to it, and made sure And absolutely counted, and a great piece of skill from Abini to draw all the defenders in, and Abini's doing it right again, and a big save from Annalee Grove. Just as Abini said, you're showing a replay, I can do it in live for you as well. She's really good. Abini's that ball, take a look at that opportunity that just happened now. Abini dribbling and forcing Indy Barbieri to deflect the ball into the path of Annalee Grove, who provided a really important save. Grove able to punch it away. Balls to Hunter, who's gone for a shot and just skidding off a player and gone out for another Sydney FC free kick. 15th corner of the game. Knocked away by Tonkin. Hawkesby to Fenton. Back to Hawkesby. Abini's looking for it. Tobin. Haley. Left it for Hawkesby out wide. Tonkin's come to face up. Gone across, and Beanie unable to reach it, and Charlie's Rule is sliced through it. More and more opportunities falling for Sydney FC, and we see also, we're about to see the return of Mary Stanic-Flaherty and Indiana Dos Santos. What a great starting debut for that young girl. A great performance. Saw some of her, the ball was absolutely sticking to her feet at times, and she did really, really well, and she's probably going to be smiling for a few days after that performance, and when she sees it again, she'll be pretty impressed with herself. You see Abby Lemon also. Abby Lemon back on with the team, and that's saw the departure of Princess Abini. Had a great afternoon. That assist from Mackenzie Hawkesby. Got a lot of young talent there at Sydney FC. A lot of players able to come in. Haley. Played through to Fenton, who's done well to get that pass. Rule. Mindy Barbieri's done well to flick it into the path of Fiona Wirtz. Barbieri. And Rules read it really well. It's the path of Hawkesby, who is offside again. It's probably been the only blemish for Sydney FC, the amount of offsides they've had, but Ante Juric and his team won't mind at all with this comfortable 3-0 lead. 10 offsides in a game. Don't think you see that many typically, but they just, maybe you just say they're very eager to score and get this game finished and get the 3 points on the board. Did have those 3 points taken away from them after that result for Canberra United. The appeal that went through during the week. So that ball's fallen to Hodgson, and Tobin's done well to come out and deflect it. And 3 minutes of additional time left in this game. Been a tough afternoon for ladies in red, and that ball's played to Barbieri. Wirtz. Tobin clearing it out as always, was fallen back to Barbieri. Tough afternoon for this team and a tough season. They'll be looking to regroup, See how many players will return and start all over again. This season's still going, and for Sydney FC, minor premiership is on, and Adelaide pressing forward. Opportunity, but cut out by Sydney FC. They've done really well there, but Sydney FC, minor premiership was a task for them and something they were looking forward to trying to get at the start of this season. They're certainly in pole position to do that now. But as always, they've missed out on winning the big trophy against Melbourne Victory in the last two finals. So we're wanting to get back to that position and reclaim that silverware. This club hasn't won in a little bit. Hunter was always lurking. Hodgson intercept that pass. There's Hunter again. Barbieri cut out that pass before it could reach Hawkesby. Murray. Holmes. That ball's found its way to Hodgson, who's trying to cut it across, and there was nobody there. There's probably too much on that pass anyway. Holmes released Hodgson, and it was a dangerous ball. There was just no one there to get on the end of it. Lemon knocked it forward, and it was only red shirts able to get it. Kenzie Hawkesby been so good going forward this afternoon defensively as she knocks the ball straight into Misha Westland. Played forward. It's a race between Tonkin and Lemon. And it's full time here at Jubilee Stadium, and for Sydney FC this weekend could not have gone any better, taking out, being 3-0 victors over Adelaide United, and they put themselves in a great position to win the minor premiership if they're able to beat Perth Glory in the middle of the week. Sydney FC 3, Adelaide United 0. Kenzie Hawkesby, an excellent performance from her. She was absolutely everywhere. To take a look at the stats from this game, 29 shots to Adelaide United's 8, and 12 of them on target for Sydney FC, and absolute domination in every category. More corners. They also got more offsides as well, and a couple more fouls. But for Ante Juric's side, the 3 goals at the back of the net, that's all that really matters for them. It's been a pleasure to call this game, and there's some more Liberty A-League action next week. I've been Pure Frimpong. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Sydney